Peace, my family, and roll back to all the woke ones out there. And those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly, and we about to take off. Let's fly. I just want to send you all that good healing energy your way, and hope you all are out there keeping your mind right. Oh yes, and that good not mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys are keeping yourselves at a high vibration and most definitely cleansing those lows. I came on here today to express. When you're going on this good journey within and you're checking out the right knowledge and information by Master Teacher Dr. Malachi New York L. and some of the scrolls, it's very crucial when you're wanting to see what's happening within yourself and the world and things around you. So the thing about it is to help people and guide people on this path. He has a book that's called The Holy Tabernacle Guide for Better Living, Purity and Neatness in the Maintenance of Health. And that right there will most definitely help you cleanse yourself and ultimately see how our ancestors lived their life and how they moved and what they did on a day-to-day basis to keep their bodies whole and pure. And ultimately, the saying goes, cleanliness is close to godliness. And so that's what it is. As you cleanse yourself, you get closer to the Most High. And again, it's about purity. Makes sense? So ultimately, our culture is about cleansing yourself as well. And people think, you need to do all these things to, reach this certain level of perfection or a certain level to this highest potential or your higher self. And let me just say that is not true. You can get to your higher self and your highest potential by moving in the path, our way of life, by doing the path of purity. And ultimately, it's cleansing yourself, it's shedding away all the things that's really not you, getting back to the essence of who you are. And again, that takes a lot of work, but through time, everything's working through time. And the thing about it is, I know people are used to this fast-paced lifestyle where, with the world side of things, everything comes to you so fast. The spiritual journey is not really that way. It works through divine timing, and through time is you're putting in the work and working on yourself. That's how it works. It takes time. And depending on how fast you do it is really what it's about. And really, how fast can you let go of these habits, these bad habits that people cling on to, that's really, unhealthy for the overall body. And your magnetic force field, your aura, your halo, whatever you would like to call it. Again, it's about moving in the health of your being and healing your mind and healing your spirit and healing your soul. And getting back to the essence of who you really are, which is none of these worldly things that they try to make it seem like, you need these things to be, feel good about yourself or feel happy about your life. And that's so far from the truth when you're valuing those things. Now, let me just say, I know I said this before, but it's very, very important. It's not to say that you can't, have material possessions. It's just that, again, it's just don't let it possess you, make you feel like, I need these things, and if I don't have these things, then I'm not, at the top of the pyramid, if that makes sense. Because without those things, guess what? You're still the same person. You're still beautiful. You are priceless. And again, you don't need none of those things. Because that's not the makeup of who you are. That's not the way the Most High has created you. That is not what he placed value on those things. And the thing about it is, in a way, those things are traps, because it get people in the mind and making you feel a certain way due to being, conditioned and programmed in the world, saying, okay, if I have these things, that means I'm being successful. And the thing about it is, everybody has different views on success. And what I found out about life, and I'm just sharing my experience, success to me is when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as far as what the Most High says. Because yourself, can really get in the way. It can really get in the way of, your desires and wants and all these things that can blind you, in this world. Can get in the way, this 3D world. It can get in the way of you seeing the clear picture about really why we are here, living on this planet, what this planet is, getting back to the spiritual aspects of things and realizing why you're here, because the spiritual reason is why. It's not the physical reason. The flesh goes back to the ground and your spirits go on. So it means that, the physical aspects, they matter to a certain extent. Okay, yes, for survival, and yes, you want to be comfortable, and yes, it's really, severely simple living is what it's about. And that's what, the path is, not really getting caught in it all, because you can easily get caught in it all with the mind and going off the desires and what it wants and likes and dislikes and, all of that. But when you start moving closer to the Most High, you begin to start seeing things so much clearer through time. But the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you really, go on this journey and start, reading, because you need the knowledge. People think, oh yeah, knowledge is needed, because yes, you can say that the Most High is in you, of course, and yes, you start to remember things when you start to begin to ask yourself questions, and certain things come to you through meditation and things like that. That's all beautiful. But also, I just want to send out a reminder that the Most High also sends his angels. And again, he sends knowledge in them, and to relay a message to us in scriptures, in holy tablets, in ancient tablets, so we can get an understanding of the world around us as well. So all of it is, what I'm trying to say is, should be taken into consideration when you're walking on this good journey with that. And if you take your time and go through, the different religions and see what it's really about, and, just really doing your deep journey and really realizing where everything really came from. And Dr. Malachi, our master teacher, knows the way back to the Most High, and that's just straight up. And people can think whatever they want, but I'm just sharing my experience and me in the culture, and this is just, again, my experience. And so ultimately, once you begin to do that and apply the things that you are learning to your life, because again, that's what's going to help you let go of those bad habits, because you're not going to be able to hold on to them for too long. Through time, your soul is going to start speaking to you like, you can't keep doing the same thing. And yes, the Most High is patient with you, and he sees you, and he's watching everything you do, and they're watching everything you do. And everything is being recorded, right? Whether people know it or not, spiritually, yes, it's real. And so, but at the same time, you gotta want this more than this world. That's what it's about. That's how you're gonna conquer this world, when you begin to let the world things go, when you begin to let this world go and the things in it. because we've been warned about this through the true Messiah, whether you would like to call him Jesus, Yahshua, Cleanliness, Horse. We have been warned about getting into things of this world. And question, have people been taking heed or getting distracted? And let me just say, we can all get distracted easily, but it's for us to make a decision. It's for us to make a choice and decide, do you want to live in disorder or do you want to get things in order and keep living your life, like whatever, however you want to live it, not realizing that it's laws to this, my people. It's laws to this realm. And when I say my people, I'm just speaking to the soul tribe and who can hear me. And I know, people that will be able to hear me right now is the people that is my soul tribe. That's why I say that, my people. So, and let me just say also, maybe you might hear me later for the people that don't. Who knows, They be like that sometimes. But again, we have to, get serious about ourselves and our lives. And that's what it's about. And that's maybe why I may come off a little, stern a little bit, because ultimately it's really not a joke. It's really not. And this is not to, put any thoughts in anyone's mind, but I'm just speaking on it. It's just, the spiritual experience is not a joke. Your life is not a joke. Your life is real. And everyone is put here to correct themselves and work on themselves. And if you get to the point to where you reach ascension, where you working on yourself and you get to that point, that's a beautiful thing. And that's what it's all about. Transcending this realm when the time comes. And everybody's time is different, And that's what this is about, right? Everybody has to transcend on. No one's going to actually stay here. Nobody. So people can think like, oh, this is some type of, something, I don't know, how people think these days. This is nothing crazy. This is reality. Everyone is going to transcend at some point in time. But question becomes, wouldn't you want to transcend and know that you put in the work, knowing that the Most High is proud of you, knowing that you did what you came here to do, and knowing this? Don't you want to know that? Feel comfortable, when that time comes, that you did your best. It's serious. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel. I would want the Most High to be proud of me and what I've did on this planet. And know that I'm correcting myself enough to, get to that point where you did good. And that's where I'm at with it. It's not about nobody else as far as, getting back to, it's just not about nobody else. Because guess what? The Most High is supposed to be at the top in your life. That's it. And that's what type of relationship and you need to build. And it only comes when you surrender and begin to stop listening to yourself so much and start listening to what the Most High says as our Heavenly Father, the Heavenly One, the Most High, because the Most High knows best. I hope you understand. and know the reason why you're here and why he has created you. The key thing was about obedience, and was able to listen as a collective. Question mark. Were you listening? Question mark. Were we listening? At some point, I wasn't listening. That's why I go hard. Because I love you all. And I just know, when you don't listen, things start to become a little shaky in your life. And I don't want no one to be able to experience things that they really don't have to, if only you listen. So, I'm just telling you my experience as well and what helped me. And so, that book, book I just shared, Guide for Better Living, you should go check it out. It most definitely will help you see what you've been doing that may, you might consider, shifting some things around in your life so you can be able to see clear. Because I just know through experience is when you start to be able to see clear, things have to be in order. Your house has to be in order, externally and internally. It's all interconnected. So as much as you might check out your house and your house is dirty, right? And so that means your mind is everywhere and it's really not clear. So that means that you must need to cleanse your mind, because it's everywhere. Because if it wasn't, things would be in order. And that's how you should check out your mind. That's how you know you need a cleansing of mind. A meditation, a cleansing of mind. Cleanse your mind. No thoughts whatsoever. Just cleanse your mind. And once you begin to do that and cleanse yourself and get to by yourself and, only you and the Most High, cleanse. Then, once you start making moves, things will start to get in order once you get to see what you've been tripping over. And it's really all about you. And people think it's I'm just going to say this. It's just not that important. People may think it's just not that important about cleansing us. But just like I said, the saying goes, scriptures goes, cleanliness is close to godliness, close to the Most High. So when things are in order, you start to get closer. Because guess what? When things are clean, your mind starts to get clear. And then when you get to cleanse your house in the inside, oh man, that internal cleanse, eating those good fruits and vegetables, drinking water, healing your body, taking in the herbs for your meat, eating clean, cleansing yourself, you begin to see things oh so clear. And then, oh man, once you got the knowledge and you start applying, oh man, through time, family, through time, it can take years. Through time, that's when signs will start coming your way. Looking out for the signs of the Most High. Signs will start coming your way. Things that you know that only the Most High would tell you. Angel numbers too can help, because sometimes they can't get the messages to you at times. Because again, your mind might be too clouded with impurities. You're not cleansed enough. Meditation, making sure you're working out as well, exercise, getting your body right, your mind clear. Oh man. Then that internal cleanse is real. That's why it's so crucial to listen, because that's how the Most High told you to eat. If you read, check out the Holy Tablets. In it does say, I'm not sure, I can't remember the chapter, but I know it says it in there, that as called is to be supreme being, there's a point of being a supreme being, the next level to all of this, of the green light, the radiant green light. We are called to be vegetarians, is what it says. And so, by listening and reading and understanding who you are and your body makeup and things, when you begin to start listening and transitioning, oh man, you begin to start to see the paradise within. And again, I'm speaking to the people that third eyes, that first eye may not be open. But through time, oh man, you'll be able to get there. And through time, you'll be able to open your chakras. But it all requires you to be obedient to the Most High. And listen. You can say, oh, that's so simple. Yeah, you would think that, right? Yeah. But sometimes when you're going through life, I see that, even myself, sometimes used to make excuses. And we got to move outside the excuses and start putting stuff to action, because that's the only way things are going to change in your life, is when you put forth action. It's not enough to just think about it. Like I said, you can think about it all day. Nothing's going to change until you put forth action. Until you begin your deep study. Until you start your reading journey, your self-study. And then that's how you're going to get your mind right. Sometimes you're reading and you're eating it up, eating that good soul food, eventually your soul gonna speak. Your soul is going to speak and speak to you, your higher self. Like, what's up? You ready? What you gonna do? And that's what you have to do. You have to start speaking to yourself in better ways, in positive ways, speaking to yourself only kindly with positive thoughts all the time. You have no time to dwell in fear. You have no time to sit around and just wait. You gotta get on the move. And once you start moving, things will start shifting. So, I'm going to leave it at that, family. And let you all know that you are loved. And y'all just don't know. You are loved beyond this world. And some people do. That's what's up. You are loved. Know that. I hope you know that. So I'm going to leave it at that and let you all know, again, that it's all love. And continue to keep working on yourself and don't give up on yourself. Continue to keep listening to the Most High, because again, that's all that matters. Everything else is a complete distraction. Pay attention. Peace.